Your future in IT support, the job landscape. About this course. Information technology, IT, is expanding into more areas of life every day. From schools to industries to hospitals and homes, IT influences more and more areas that affect your life. Careers in IT support are expanding just as much. Keeping computers, home and business operations, and your home and personal devices, phone, tablet, watch, home security, running properly and safely and fixing them when something goes wrong takes all sorts of skills and experience. Welcome to the Your Future in IT Support, the Job Landscape course. In this course, you'll learn about trends in IT support. You will explore job roles. And you will find a list of resources to continue your career research. Learning objectives. After completing this course, you should be able to recognize the global demand for IT support professionals in the job market. Recognize the future of the IT support field. Identify industries in which IT support professionals work. Explain the primary responsibilities of different IT support roles. Identify the basic tools to use in IT support. Describe the skills that IT support professionals need. Identify resources to learn more and stay up to date in the field of IT support. About this module. Module 1. The job market and future. Introduction. In this module, you will discover the job landscape and anticipated demand for professionals with IT support skills. Learning objectives. After completing this module, you should be able to recognize the demand for IT support professionals in the job market. Recognize the future of the field of IT support. Identify industries in which IT support professionals work. The global demand. You are living in the information age. This time in history is marked by a shift in the industries upon which economies are built. In the information age, economies are supported largely by jobs and products in information technology, IT. Because of this, IT job opportunities are booming for the foreseeable future. 15% growth and more jobs. Overall employment in computer and IT occupations is projected to grow 15% from 2021 to 2031, much faster than the average for all occupations. This increase is expected to result in about 682,800 new jobs over the decade. Source: U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, opens in a new tab. And this number is only a fraction of the expected growth worldwide. More job openings. In addition to new jobs from growth, opportunities arise from the need to replace workers who leave their occupations permanently. About 418,500 openings each year, on average, are projected to come from growth and replacement needs. Source: U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Tech talent is in demand now. The pandemic accelerated digitalization by 5 to 10 years. Since the outbreak of the pandemic, companies are increasingly investing in remote work collaboration tools, cloud technologies, digital customer outreach, automation, and AI to streamline complex tasks. Subsequently, the demand for tech talent has skyrocketed and hiring has picked up pace. According to the Indian Staffing Federation, ISF, the Indian IT and IT-enabled services, ITES, industry intends to hire 8,000,000-10,000,000 people by the end of 2023. Source: The Economic Times, India Times. It's exciting to consider the many opportunities that are open to you in IT support. What is the future of IT support? There are many fascinating developments in areas like robotics, artificial intelligence, AI, Web 3.0, and virtual reality, VR. You can join the talented and educated professionals and be a part of the exciting future taking place in technology. Machine learning and artificial intelligence, AI. While many people are rightly concerned about the impact of advances in artificial intelligence, AI, this technology space also has massive potential to impact humans for the better. The machines that support AI systems, the ongoing programming needs, and the need to implement AI systems into usable programs and devices for humans create an enormous need for skilled workers. AI systems produce a lot of data, and that data needs to be put to good use. This work will require even more workers. Internet of Things. The Internet of Things, IoT, is a name for a group of technologies that enable small, connected devices to be used in a variety of products. If you've ever used a light bulb that you control from your smartphone, you've used an IoT device. Smart light bulbs are a drop in the bucket for the potential of this space. One example is the connected city. Smart streets that detect and then predict pedestrian and traffic patterns will require connected devices embedded in roadways, traffic lights, mobile phones, cars, and even storefronts. All this interconnectivity will require thousands of talented engineers to develop, deploy, repair, maintain, and improve on the technology needed to make these ideas a reality. And smart streets are one small aspect of a connected city, and connected cities are one domain of hundreds where IoT engineering will be needed. The cloud. The cloud is no longer a novelty, nor is it only nice to have as a technology. Just as many economies became dependent on electricity or running water after a certain point in the development of those technologies, the cloud has become a utility of sorts. Humans have become dependent on it. The cloud involves hundreds of thousands of individual computers networked together and very sophisticated software that keep things running. Cloud services are under constant development, and the tools you need to use the cloud are growing daily. Automation. All of these technologies benefit from automation. Software and services monitor for issues. Machines perform repairs and make adjustments without human intervention. Software deployments are scripted to execute automatically. Developing software that enables automation and supporting those programs creates more opportunities for IT professionals. Source: The Future of IT Support, opens in a new tab, Enterprise Times, by Marius Mihalik, March 2022. The future appears to be very bright for people who are looking to get into IT. But the present also has more demand than the ability for companies and workers to fill that demand. There's no better time to get into this mature startup called information technology, IT. Demand is growing in many industries. Financial services, healthcare, insurance, and telecommunications are some industries showing increasing need for IT professionals. Many companies are considering IT strategies as a top priority in their operation planning. You'll notice in the following chart by the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics that computer occupations as a whole are projected to grow by 15% between 2021 and 2031. User support and computer support roles are projected to grow by 6% and network support roles by 7%. These numbers reflect projected growth worldwide. The outlook is strong for jobs in IT. Source: Computer Support Specialists, opens in a new tab, Occupational Outlook Handbook, by U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. About this module. Module 2. Working in IT Support. Introduction. In this module, you'll get an overview of various job roles and their responsibilities as well as the tools to know about in IT support. Learning objectives. After completing this module, you should be able to identify the primary responsibilities of IT support professionals. Identify basic IT support tools. Job roles. IT support professionals play many roles. IT support is as varied as the roles and technologies being supported by the professionals working in this space. For example, there are engineering support specialists and user support specialists. In some roles you need to have a working knowledge of software and software systems. While in other roles, you need to understand mechanical engineering and how software relates to hardware. In some roles you mainly interact with computers and machines. While in other roles, you mainly interact with other people. In many roles you have the opportunity to work in different functional areas and diversify your experience to move between groups. Typical IT support roles. Here are 4 job roles to consider if you want to work in IT. User support professional. Suppose something is wrong with your mobile phone. You pull up your web browser and go to the support page for your phone manufacturer. You look through some knowledge base articles but are not able to find what you're looking for. You see options to email, chat with, or call support. You choose the chat option and after 10 minutes, your issue is resolved. All along this path, IT support professionals are involved. From creating knowledge base articles and help topics to responding on chat, email, or phone, when you need help with one of your devices, software, or service, user support professionals have been trained on how to help. This role requires a working knowledge of devices and systems. You might focus narrowly on one model of one type of device or specialize in a broad area like a manufacturer's portfolio. This role typically also requires excellent people skills and the ability to interpret problems from non-technical users. Here are a few skills you will need to develop to be successful in this role. Verbal and written communications. Relationship building and maintenance. Empathy. Active listening. Presentation skills. Help desk professional. A help desk support professional like a user support professional. Generally, help desk support helps people within a specific organization. Their customers are employees who need help with their workstations, a service the company deploys, or software they use for work, like an accounting spreadsheet application. Having good people skills is a must in this role. Here are a few skills you will need to develop to be successful in this role. Verbal and written communications. Empathy. Active listening. Time management. Creative problem solving. Generalists. Generalists are support professionals who have a working knowledge of many areas. They occasionally have deep knowledge of a particular topic. Generalists are usually very good at triaging support issues, figuring out which type of a problem something is and to whom it is routed to for further support. Generalists also make good managers of support organizations. They are able to talk to people at all roles of a support team. They understand technical, user-related, and service-oriented problems even if they're not skilled at supporting those problems at a deep level. Here are a few skills you will need to develop to be successful in this role. Verbal and written communications. Time management. Planning. Relationship building and maintenance. Active listening. Prioritizing. Presentation skills. Critical thinking. Leadership. Ability to learn quickly. Engineering support. Engineering support professionals are technicians with deep knowledge who step in to solve problems when other technical people are unable to. Think of them as an engineer's engineer. They generally have a broad working knowledge of the ecosystem in which a device, software, or system operates. They bring that broad knowledge into use when attempting to solve problems. Here's an example from the food and beverage industry. Suppose you're at your favorite coffee shop and you take a sip of your coffee, but it doesn't taste quite right. It's not bad but just a little different. You talk to your barista, who pulls a shot and notices the difference. They say the beans smell fine and there's nothing wrong with the water. Then another, more experienced barista walks in and you explain the problem to them. They investigate and notice that the water filter on the espresso machine was changed in the last day or so. They then explain that right after a water filter change, a bit of carbon from the filter might slightly affect the flavor of the shot of espresso. It generally goes away after a few days. This experienced barista was able to figure out what the flavor difference was and what areas of the coffee making process to look at and then determine a possible cause. Like the expert barista, engineering support professionals are able to help engineers work through problems when they get stuck or need someone with deep knowledge in an area. Here are a few skills you will need to develop to be successful in this role. Time management. Creative problem solving. Planning. Active listening. Prioritizing. Critical thinking. Ability to learn quickly. These are just a few roles available in this vast space. Job search sites like Monster and job networking sites like LinkedIn can help you explore the world of IT careers. What do you think? Now that you know about the roles you might pursue in IT support, what is one role that interests you and why? Enter your response in the provided text box. When you are finished, select Done. Writing an answer is a good way to process your thoughts. These answers are for your use only. You have the option to download your response and save it. It will not be saved in the text box when you move on in the course. Evaluate your thinking. Does your answer account for the following? Good thoughts. IT support gives you opportunities in many areas. You might start with traditional help desk and troubleshooting roles and easily move into new areas that are evolving or around the next turn. Basic tools to use. IT support professionals use several tools to manage customer contact, diagnose software issues, and repair hardware problems. It's a good idea to become familiar with the basic tools if you are considering a career as an IT support professional. Examples of IT support tools. Using the proper tools makes a job easier and more effective. Here are just a few tools that IT support professionals use every day. Customer management. Ticketing system. A system for managing user or service requests which logs activity and workflow and tracks issues to resolution. Knowledge base. A tool like Wikipedia but for the support group in an organization. A knowledge base, KB, contains topics that isolate specific problems and their resolution. AKB might also include a frequently asked questions, FAQ, section. Chat system. The means by which two or more people interact with each other using text, voice, and video. Troubleshooting software. Remote access tool. Technology that allows an IT support professional to operate a remote computer using a network. They use their own monitor, keyboard, and mouse or touchpad to control another user's computer. Monitoring tool. Technology that alerts IT support professionals to issues when certain thresholds have been hit. For example, a monitoring tool might watch for excessive heat on a server and let a support team know if that heat threshold is close to being met. Hardware fixes. IT support professionals who work with hardware typically need a portable toolkit with basic tools for hardware repair. The more specialized the professional, the more specialized the toolkit will be. Here are some typical tools they use to work on hardware. Screwdrivers. Pliers. Anti-static gloves. Wire testers. Hear from Nyurka, who works with IT support. When considering a new career path, it's valuable to hear from those who work in the field. Everyone has their own experience and story. Listen to Nyurka Quinteros, who is a senior customer success manager at IBM. Nyurka shares her insights about the best career advice she's received, how her job enables her to impact the world, her favorite part of the job, and more. Video transcript. Nyurka Quinteros, Senior Customer Success Manager Architect, get insights from an IT professional. Hello everyone. My name is Nyurka Quinteros and I am a Customer Success Manager Architect at IBM. I have been here for a little bit over a year, but I have been in the IT industry for the last 24 years or so. So, what drew me to customer success? This Customer Success Manager Architect position really encompasses everything that I have been able to learn in the last almost 25 years plus my time at school. This is a wonderful opportunity to interact with people and get them to utilize and see value in the most innovative software available in their hybrid cloud. So, it is a lot of fun. It is working with a lot of different people and it really makes me go and utilize all the resources I have and everything that I've been able to learn. It is very challenging, but it's also very fascinating. How did I know this was the right career for me? Well, interestingly enough, I really didn't know what I was going to be when I was growing up, but I always liked to read and I was always curious. I always liked to learn. So, when I moved to the United States at the age of 14, I was a freshman in high school. I definitely wanted to go to college. So, I figured that going into information systems, information technology would be a good way to learn about technology and just to keep on learning. So, that was kind of my path. Who helped me or mentored me to get me started in this career? Well, I had multiple friends who went into different areas of engineering, but then when I started in the software engineering path, the social aspect of things was not, I wasn't happy. I wasn't developing the relationships and I didn't feel as comfortable. So, I heard about this major in the College of Business and it was Management Information Systems. And I went and I talked to one of the professors and I took their class to check it out and I loved it. One of my friends got me an interview, but not an interview, but almost like, spending a few hours and then spending a day with a friend of his who actually worked out at MetLife. He had graduated from Management Information Systems before and I saw everything that he was doing. I saw how he was using technology and how he was interacting with other people and it just took off from there. What is the best career advice you've received? So, I have been very fortunate. I've received a lot of great career advice, but I would say that, someone once told me to not be afraid to ask for help and, as time went on I learned that that was a very valuable advice because sometimes, we're trying to prove ourselves and we're trying to do things on our own. When you really can ask someone else for help and they can, get an answer for you right away or they can help you see things differently instead of you spending, hours and hours trying to figure something out on your own. It's okay to ask for help and, in fact, it's, a lot of, managers will encourage you to do that. It's okay to seek help. It's okay to ask for it and it's okay to say that you don't understand. So, do ask questions. Be curious. How does your job enable you to change the world? Well, I'd say that I had many instances where I actually felt what I was still in was really having an impact on different people. Technology really touches every single industry. I've worked in different industries such as healthcare and the financial sector. Just about everything that you do nowadays with technology can impact someone directly, but when I was working a different project with the Department of Health and Human Services I saw how when certain things weren't programmed correctly they were impacting people from not getting their benefits to be able to buy food, to utilize their EBT cards to buy the food at the supermarket. When they were not getting their payments on time, other people are impacted because they couldn't use insurance, they could not see their doctor, they could not buy insulin. So, the work that we do is very impactful. Even if you're working in the financial sector you might think that, yes it's the bank, it's mostly about investment, but this bank, if things don't go right, you might be locked out of your money. You might now be able to buy food. You might not be able to pay rent. So, there's many different ways that technology impacts the world nowadays and I found myself throughout the years working in different projects where that has been the case. A day the life for me varies from time to time, but I'd have to say that throughout my career interacting with people is probably 75% to 80% of my time and that's a lot of time, right? So, presumably working in technology perhaps you're thinking that most of your time is spent coding or, learning. Yes you do spend a lot of time doing that at the same time you spend a lot of time interacting with other individuals. It could be customers. It could be product management. It could be product support, it could be sellers, it could be just any other team but most of my time is spent really listening, understanding and then translating those needs to other folks. It might be to technical folks that need to work on something or it might be putting things from technical into just plain English so that people can understand it. Or it could be someone, just translating for someone from Spanish to English. So, most of my time is spent interacting with people, having conversations, understanding what their needs are, listening and then enabling, those to become requirements that we can then utilize to meet their needs. My favorite part of my job is the relationships. Creating relationships with my peers, with my customers, just being able to meet people from all over the world. That's one of the most satisfying things, I think about my job, that has enabled me to travel and meet people and learn more about their cultures. It's very enriching experience and I am a much better person for that. If you are really interested in getting into any type of IT career, I would say that you need to start thinking and analytically. Be curious. Have a growth mindset. Be open to learning. Make sure that you are curious and that you want to learn, because once you are in this industry, learning is continuous. It's a must and you have to keep up with it. Not only do you have to keep up with it, but you should also be innovative. So, keep on working on developing your technical eminence. Another thing I would say is to make sure that you seek out help. That you seek out mentors, coaches, and that you expand your network. That's how you get to the people. That's how you get to understand and learn from experts on the field. So, it's expand your network. There's a lot of available courses online that you can take to expand on your technical eminence and, get into different communities, ask questions, be a learner, be curious. And just have an open mind. Key takeaways. Ask questions, be curious, and don't be afraid to ask for help. It's beneficial for everyone if someone helps you find an answer to your question more quickly. Technology touches all industries and supporting technology impacts people's lives. While you work with technology, you truly interact with people most of your time to listen and understand. If you are starting out and interested in IT support, Nyirka suggests that you start thinking analytically. Have a growth mindset and be open to learning, because it's critical to keep learning new things in IT to be innovative and work on building your technical eminence. Seek out help with mentors, coaches, and communities to expand your network to meet people and learn from experts in the field. About this module. Module 3. What employers are looking for. Introduction. In this module, you'll gain insights into the needs of employers in the IT support field. Learning objectives. After completing this module, you may be able to describe the technical, analytical, troubleshooting, and workplace skills that IT support professionals need to have. Skills to build. The IT industry has a reputation for having some of the most rigorous interview processes of any industry. Solving complex math problems in real time at the end of an 8-hour interview day is the stuff of legends. An interview question might be to create a test plan for a can of soda. Any interview can be a nerve-wracking process. In technical interviews, many hiring managers are looking less for correct answers and more for the process you use to get to your answer. IT support professionals must bring to these interviews a working knowledge of the systems, devices, and software they'll be supporting. In many cases, being right can save thousands of dollars in productivity, prevention of damaged systems, positive patterns, best practices, and secure data. There are some general skills and abilities that employers look for when hiring for these jobs. Technical skills. To work in IT support, you need to be comfortable working with technology. While it might not be essential to know the exact system you'll be supporting, having an interest in knowing software, if supporting software, or robotics, if supporting robots, is a good first requirement. Some general skills related to technology that an IT support professional might have or develop are problem-solving skills, a curiosity for technology, and good oral and written communication skills. You should also be able to do the following. Identify and document symptoms. Identify recent changes to hardware, software, or systems. Recreate problems in controlled environments. Ensure user privacy. Provide operating instructions for users. Problem analysis. You solve problems every day. However, solving problems as a professional requires the skill of knowing what is important and what isn't and being able to weigh variables. For example, some people who work in an emergency room triage patients when the number needing help is too much for the doctors and nurses. These professionals can quickly look at a patient, evaluate their needs relative to another patient's needs, and identify relevant resources. In principle, this might sound simple, but it can be very challenging to do well in practice. To analyze problems effectively, here are a few skill areas to focus on. Creative problem solving. Active listening. Prioritizing. Ability to learn quickly. Troubleshooting. Troubleshooting is a specialized skill that is a form of problem solving. Troubleshooting is the ability to focus on a specific cause for a particular type of symptom. Troubleshooters strive to understand the relationship between a symptom, that a red light is on, and what's causing it, a short in the lamp's wire rather than a problem with the system. The best IT support professionals troubleshoot problems efficiently and quickly. This leads to greater customer satisfaction and generally saves companies money. A good troubleshooter excels in the following areas: creative problem solving, active listening, prioritizing, critical thinking, workplace skills. Whether you work mainly with devices and software or support users directly, your role as an IT support professional will require good workplace skills. Responding with patience, kindness, and sympathy goes a long way in any support role. When working on a team, strong communication and collaboration skills help build strong relationships and foster teamwork. To function in a dynamic tech environment, IT professionals need the following skills: verbal and written communications, relationship building and maintenance, empathy, active listening, presentation skills, leadership. Good things to keep in mind. Here are good things to keep in mind about searching for jobs in IT support. Job titles vary. Job titles are not consistent across companies that hire IT support professionals. Look for IT job titles that start with technical customer service, architecture, business analysis, development, network, database administration, and security. Here is a list of job titles that you might find. Desktop Support Analyst, Desktop Support Technician, Field Service Technician, Help Desk Technician, IT Support Analyst, IT Support Specialist, Service Desk Analyst, Service Desk Technician, Technical Support Agent, Technical Support Engineer, Technical Support Representative, Technical Support Specialist. Meet the needs of potential employers. Potential employers focus on finding people to fill roles where they need strong IT support skills. Aside from general skills, employers might be looking for industry-specific knowledge. For example, if you have worked at a restaurant, then you have experience in the hospitality industry. It might be an easy leap to move into IT support for that industry. Use a mix of technical and workplace skills. IT support projects involve working on a team trying to solve real-world problems that impact people's lives. So, it's important to have workplace skills such as communication, teamwork, design thinking, and emotional intelligence. You might hear these skills described as employability, soft, or professional skills. You will find that employers are looking for potential candidates with more than just technical skills. IT support professionals need a strong mix of technical and workplace skills. Potential employers might also be looking for experience with industry-specific tools. For example, if you want to work in healthcare support, you might need to understand a specific brand of medical record software. Helpful characteristics. If you're an aspiring IT support professional, then it's helpful if you have these general characteristics. Be curious. Curious people aren't satisfied with what they're given. They want to understand why things work the way they do and are driven to learn more. IT support professionals benefit from being curious because they continually seek to discover more until a problem is solved. For example, suppose your users complain that their laptops won't wake from sleep mode. The laptops are supposed to wake when the users open the laptop lids. Because you're curious, you wonder why that isn't waking up the devices. So, you dig into it more until you find a solution. You keep looking until you find a solution. Eventually, you discover that the sleep settings on the laptops were changed to require pressing the space key. Your curiosity helped you solve the problem. Be a critical thinker. Critical thinkers are willing to question popular or common views, and this enables them to find solutions when others get stuck. Thinking critically means you respectfully question assumptions. You use evidence to drive decisions but are willing to consider the impossible if the need arises. For example, suppose your company has printers that seem to use an excessive amount of black ink. You talk to a number of your colleagues and they say that it's just a flaw in the model printer the company purchased. You doubt this and investigate further. You find that the default setting on the graphics program used by the design team is printing at a much higher quality than is needed. You change the setting and reduce the ink consumption. Critical thinking helped you question assumptions. Be flexible and adaptable. Realize that when you take a position, you will learn from more information, and you might end up finding yourself in the wrong place. Remember that you must adapt to what you discover in the data. For instance, as an IT support professional, you might need to research a new type of security flaw in the software. As you're doing discovery, you might need to take your research in a number of different directions depending on what the data show. Being open to options will help you find the right path. Be empathetic. As an IT professional, you'll be working with other people in stressful situations. Non-technical users will sometimes be overwhelmed by their lack of control over the technology. Showing empathy means you try to put yourself in their position to better understand their feelings. This can help you relate to them better as well as understand their concerns. For instance, a user who is not able to access a laptop device when they need to use it for their job will feel stress. They will express that stress while an IT professional is trying to help them. Showing empathy means you'll imagine what you would be feeling if a critical tool was not working for you when you needed to use it. Be a good listener. When you provide support, prepare to listen to what the other person wants. Use active listening skills to make them confident that you understand them. Look for tone of voice as well as language. Tell them what you are hearing and what you think they expect you to do. For example, a user might come to you with a fairly simple problem. A few sentences in, you've already worked out a solution. Listening to their entire concern, even if you don't need to, might help build a good relationship with them. In some cases you might get more detail which may take you in a different direction for a solution. About this module. Module 4. Resources to learn more. Introduction. In this module, you'll discover resources you will be able to use to learn more about IT, consider industry-recognized certifications, and stay current with the latest developments. Learning objectives. After completing this module, you should be able to identify resources to learn more and stay up to date in the field of IT support. Resources to explore. If you're interested in learning more about a career in IT, here are some resources for you to explore, bookmark, and keep in mind. You will find these helpful if you would like to find out more about IT and stay in touch with the latest developments in the field. This is a curated listing. There are many organizations and websites to explore, depending on your interests. Professional organizations to consider. ISACA, opens in a new tab, is a global association that provides IT professionals with knowledge, credentials, training, and community in audit, governance, risk, and privacy. With their broad membership and certification options, this professional society for IT professionals provides networking and learning opportunities. The Computing Technology Industry Association, CompTIA, opens in a new tab, is a non-profit that's considered one of the IT industry's top trade associations. It helps people start or grow their careers in IT by offering many opportunities for professional certifications. Explore more about working in IT. What's it like to work in IT? The Scoop from IT Pros, opens in a new tab, by CompTIA offers interviews to provide you with an inside look at being an IT professional. What are you waiting for? 9 Reasons to Work in IT, opens in a new tab, by CompTIA shares reasons you might want to learn more about IT as a great career option. 21 Different Types of IT Careers to Explore, opens in a new tab, by Indeed shares career coach advice about the IT career landscape. News and blogs to stay current. ISACA News and Trends, opens in a new tab, provides industry-leading articles, blogs, and podcasts to stay up to date. ZDNet, opens in a new tab, provides the latest global news, analysis, and research on technology trends and discoveries so professionals are prepared to embrace innovation. The Verge opens in a new tab, is an IT blog for tech enthusiasts. It offers interesting insights on how technology is changing the world and shaping the future. Tech Republic opens in a new tab, shares breaking IT news, best practices, and more to cover the global tech market. Free learning opportunities to build skills. Note, you will need to sign up for a free account for the following online learning opportunities. Udemy opens in a new tab, offers a free, short video-based course called Technical Support Overview, opens in a new tab, where you can learn about beginner IT concepts. edX Courses for Information Technology, IT, opens in a new tab, are trusted educational sources in which you can audit portions of edX courses for IT professionals for free, with some limitations. You can also take advantage of IBM Skills Build, opens in a new tab, to power your future in tech with job skills, courses, digital credentials, and more. Consider a certification. If you'd like to pursue a career in IT, getting an industry-recognized certification can help accelerate your learning. Here are a few resources to get you started with certifications by some of the leading providers. And consider certifications later as your career progresses. Opens in a new tab. CompTIA offers the CompTIA IT Fundamentals, ITF Plus, opens in a new tab, certification as an introduction to basic IT knowledge and skills. CompTIA offers the CompTIA A Plus, opens in a new tab, certification, which is the industry standard for launching a career in IT. CompTIA and appears in more tech support job listings than any other IT credential. CompTIA also offers the CompTIA Infrastructure Career Pathway, opens in a new tab, which includes a series of certification for CompTIA Network Plus, CompTIA Server Plus, CompTIA Cloud Plus, and CompTIA Linux, and to cover the skills you will need to build resilient, flexible IT systems. The Cisco Learning Network offers the Cisco Certified Network Associate, CCNA, opens in a new tab, training, exam, and certification as the first step in preparing for a career in IT technologies. The Linux Professional Institute offers the Linux Essentials, opens in a new tab, certificate to show employers that you have foundational Linux skills. Check this out. Your Future in Information Technology, IT The Job Landscape course resources to explore. If you are interested in learning more about a career in IT, here are some resources for you to explore, bookmark, and keep in mind. You will find these helpful if you would like to find out more about IT and stay in touch with the latest developments in the field. This is a curated listing. There are many organizations and websites to explore, depending on your interests. Professional organizations to consider. ISACA is a global association that provides IT professionals with knowledge, credentials, training, and community in audit, governance, risk, and privacy. With their broad membership and certification options, this professional society for IT professionals provides networking and learning opportunities. The Computing Technology Industry Association, CompTIA, is a non-profit that's considered one of the IT industry's top trade associations. It helps people start or grow their careers in IT by offering many opportunities for professional certifications. Explore more about working in IT. What's it like to work in IT? The Scoop from IT Pros by CompTIA offers interviews to provide an inside look at being an IT professional. What are you waiting for? 9 Reasons to Work in IT by CompTIA shares reasons you might want to learn more about IT as a great career option. 21 Different types of IT careers to explore by Indeed shares coach advice about the IT career landscape. News and blogs to stay current. ISACA News and Trends provides industry-leading articles, blogs, and podcasts to stay up to date. ZDNet provides the latest global news, analysis, and research on technology trends and discoveries so professionals are prepared to embrace innovation. The Verge is an IT blog for tech enthusiasts. It offers interesting insights into how technology is changing the world and shaping the future. Tech Republic shares breaking IT news, best practices, and more to cover the global tech market. Free learning opportunities to build skills. Note, you will need to sign up for a free account for the following online learning opportunities. Udemy offers a free, short video-based course called Technical Support Overview, where you can learn more about beginner IT concepts. edX courses for information technology, IT, are trusted educational sources in which you can audit portions of edX courses for IT professionals for free, with some limitations. You can also take advantage of IBM Skills Build to power your future in tech with job skills, courses, digital credentials, and more. Get a certification if you'd like to pursue a career in IT. Getting an industry-recognized certification can help accelerate your learning. Here are a few resources to get you started with certifications by some of the leading providers and some certifications to consider later as your career progresses. CompTIA offers the CompTIA IT Fundamentals, ITF Plus, certification as an introduction to basic IT knowledge and skills. CompTIA offers the CompTIA AN certification, which is the industry standard for launching a career in IT. CompTIA AN appears in more tech support job listings than any other IT credential. CompTIA also offers the CompTIA Infrastructure Career Pathway, which includes a series of certifications for CompTIA Network Plus, CompTIA Server Plus, CompTIA Cloud Plus, and CompTIA Linux, and to cover the skills you will need to build resilient, flexible IT systems. The Cisco Learning Network offers the Cisco Certified Network Associate, CCNA, training, exam, and certification as the first step in preparing for a career in IT technologies. The Linux Professional Institute offers the Linux Essentials Certificate to show employers that you have foundational Linux skills. Getting started in the field. This course is a good first step toward learning about a career in information technology. From here, you will be able to build your knowledge, seek more learning opportunities, and work on gaining experience. There's also no substitute for experience. Without experience, it might be hard to get experience. Experience also helps you learn whether you enjoy working in a given field and if you think you might be successful doing it. Here are some options to help get you started. Volunteer. While it's useful to have at least some educational background before jumping into any job, volunteering is a good way to gain experience without having previously worked in the IT space. Many nonprofit and political organizations need help and are willing to pair volunteers with experienced personnel to help share workloads while training inexperienced people. Some will even offer a stipend or small payment if you provide them with meaningful work. This can be a great way to learn from an expert and gain real-world experience on live projects. Create a hobby. Doing work in IT as a hobby might not get you the experience you need for a job interview. It can, however, help you learn whether you have a passion for the work and help you build a network to get you in front of people that might help you find work. Offering help on online support forums can teach you how to interact with people, especially those who might not treat you well or fairly, and help you build a reputation. Contributing code to open source projects might help you establish yourself in communities. Finding hobby projects that have real-world utility, like installing home automation in your home, will keep you motivated and help you find satisfaction in the hobby. Network. Join a professional society or participate in a local online group to get to know people in the industry. Online forums are helpful, but there's no substitute for real-world interaction with people working in the field. Taking classes is a great way to build a network and help you find others who are moving in the same direction as you. Try bootcamps or other online educational programs to increase your skills or explore new areas. Where will your interest in an IT career take you next? You've come so far and learned so much. You learned about the IT support job market and projections, the responsibilities and skill sets of IT support professionals, and resources and learning opportunities to explore. Now that you've completed this course, you should be able to recognize the global demand for IT support professionals in the job market. Recognize the future of the IT support field. Identify industries in which IT support professionals work. Explain the primary responsibilities of different IT support roles. Identify the basic tools to use in IT support. Describe the skills that IT support professionals need. Identify resources to learn more and stay up to date in the field of IT support. Key points to remember. 1. The global demand for IT support professionals is expanding by number of jobs, range of business areas, and types of industries. 2. Career opportunities in IT support are emerging in many new areas like machine learning and artificial intelligence, AI, the Internet of Things, IoT, cloud computing, and automation. 3. An IT support professional needs industry-specific skills, and technical skills and people skills. 4. If you have experience in an industry, you might be able to move into an IT support role in that industry. 5. IT support job titles often describe the professional as an agent, an analyst, an engineer, a representative, a specialist, or a technician. 6. Customer management tools, software troubleshooting tools, and tools to fix hardware are 3 common types of IT support tools. 7. You can use resources like the CompTIA, career guides, and certifications to prepare for a career in IT support. 8. You might start your first step toward a career in IT support by volunteering, creating a hobby, and networking.